Welcome back to another video, and today, as always, I had to get started on warming up on the trampoline. First, I did a little butt drop kaboom, which was always fun. Then I moved on to a normal backflip. This felt really good. So I did some twisting. I did one full, which didn't feel great, so I tried it one more time and kicked my legs more, and this one felt a lot better. So after I was able to do those, I moved on to a kaboom. Then I did a Cody, and at first I didn't tuck hard enough and it didn't feel good, so I did it one more time, and on this one I pulled it harder and I landed straight up, so that made it feel really good. I then moved on to some of my wall tricks, and at first I did a palm flip. This one was feeling pretty good, so after I knocked over the camera, I moved on to a wall flip, which felt a little too long, so I tried it one more time and I went a little bit more straight up, and this one felt a lot better. So after I was done with those, I moved over to the floor to actually do some harder tricks and skills. I started with the cork, then I moved on to a scoot full, and after the scoot full was done, I got foam in my eye and moved on to a cart full. After the cart full, I'm trying to do something called a scoot cork, which is where I go off one leg, and it worked pretty well. It felt really good. After the scoot cork, I moved on to some easier tricks such as a side flip, and then I was feeling really good with my twist, so I wanted to try a standing full, and this standing full felt really good. After the standing full, I wanted to finish the ground section off with a front flip, and at first I just kept over rotating and almost landing on my face sometimes, but eventually I was able to stop over rotating, but this one was still low, so I wanted to do it one more time, and on this one I was able to land it straight up. Now I moved on to the foam pit. At the foam pit, I started with something called a Kong gainer. This one felt really good, so I did it a second time because I really wanted to work on my tuck that day. So I pulled it and it felt a little better that time. But after I did the Kong gainers, I moved on to something called a worm gainer, and at first I missed my tuck, which this one's really hard for me right now. So after I almost drowned in the foam pit, I got back up, pulled it a little harder, and it ended up being a little better, but it was to the side. So after I kind of finished with those ones, I moved on to a standing double back just for some fun, and this one felt really fast today, so I really liked that one. Then after I once again almost got stuck in the foam pit, I got back up and brought the pad all the way to the end. Now I was on the trampoline. I started with a double full, which felt really good. Then after the double full, I moved on to a double kaboom, which felt really good again. So doing some of the older tricks that I haven't done for a while. Then I really want to try standing double back. So I did it once and flew forward. Then I tried it again and once again flew forward, almost hit the camera. Then I tried it one last time, pulled it harder, and landed it. And this made me really happy